Hello, hello, champ.
Do you want is the webcam needed as well? I look like a little bit of a train wreck, I feel like.
We just saw you, Yona, and you look beautiful today, mate.
So does that mean you want me to take the web camera out of the closet and put it on?
I would love that, if that's okay.
Fair enough. I'll do it then.
All right, we'll wait for you to do that. I can already welcome, obviously, Trigger to the call as well. Let's actually start off with Trigger, since he was our first player today. Yoon, I would say it was pretty solid. How did you experience your best of two versus Gerald?
Man, I got adapted so hard. Like, post games, I think I almost lost because of the depths. And yeah, I don't know. I just suck against the depths, I guess. I have trouble blocking the depths constantly. And then in the second game, like, I was moving my units across my choke point on the ramp right as you shaded in, so I couldn't block it in time. So I just lost like 6 probes at the start of the game. So
How do you feel about it overall? 1-1 against Gerald. It's okay though, right?
yeah, I think I could have won the second game easily if I had the build order win against him, because I figured he was going to do a fake proxy, and I was right, and I was just going to counterattack with his blink all in and win the game. But instead, I lost all these probes, so it's kind of sad. But I mean, it was good enough, so I'm not too upset.
Mm-hmm. The first game, were you worried at any given moment in that game? Because I do think it was pretty close for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure about my position, because he had a faster third base, but I felt like I had a better early game. So I just decided, because I had more gas, that I should just wait till I have Archons before doing anything at all. And that worked out pretty well.
All right. And our goat, you look marvelous, mate. No train wrecks to be seen. Congrats, Yona, on another flawless 2-0, keeping your flawless record for BASILISK in the team leagues. Were you confident going into the series against Special?
I have been winning a decent amount against him, so I was pretty confident. I don't think... Well, the only reason why I wasn't that confident is because the first map was that map, and I don't like it at all. And I think going Roaches, there was a terrible choice, but... Yeah, besides that, I was pretty confident. Second game also got really close there. I think I should have just made a Roach Warren instead of trying to defend it with Link Spine. But just barely managed to take him down there.
Yeah, you obviously saw it rather late in game 2. You had a couple of links, I think zoning away the reinforcing Marines. That was kind of good. But were you worried at any given moment that an SCV was going to show up, finish up the bunker before you wanted to finish up? Or what was the scary part for you in game 2?
Well, I mean, 3-rack snowball so fast is always scary all the time against that, because the Marine count just raises so high. But obviously, if he finishes the first bunker with one of the 3 SCVs, I feel like he would have probably won that. And yeah, I mean, I guess that was the scariest moment. And after I got that SCV, I was a little bit worried he could bounce on me, because he had like 7 or 8 Marines there. But luckily he couldn't. Maybe he could have bounced a bit more, killed the queen or something at least, but he didn't do that. So it was okay. But just at the moment, the bunker, it was like the bunker was 9% done. That was the scariest moment.
I see. And we can talk a little bit about altitude then, because you already said right now that you don't like the map at all. But why is that? Because in theory, it should be such a sweet Zerg map. It's massive, it's wide open, it has a lot of trademarks that should make it a great ZVT map. And also for you, what do you don't like about it?
Yeah, but the thing is that I excel at bad Zerg maps. Those are like that's my expertise. When I can get those, the roads play out, that's when I'm in my zone. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like people play some really weird builds on that map. Obviously, that was something I have already seen. I was kind of thinking he was going to go double Starboard Banshee there. So, I mean, BC there after I saw... Because I did see he had a lot of Marines. Then I saw the Starport with Tech Lab. I kind of figured that there maybe was a second Starport with the Tech Lab there, so I was a bit worried. But in general, people do play a bit tricky builds there because they're not confident on it. And I just feel like the 5th base on that map's very hard to get. But obviously, if you get like the cold down and then you play like a normal late game situation against there, and then it's you have so many bailings that what can the other guy do?
Okay, I love it. Overall, obviously, we're off to a very good start here in WTL Code S. After 2 play days, we are 2-0. We have 2, 4, and 2 wins. Is this the start that you expected from us, Serral?
Absolutely. I think we have 2 quite hard matches at the start, especially the Abydos match was hard. I think this one also, I don't think with this lineup, there was potential for us to, it would be a bit closer, but I was kind of expecting this, but the next match is going to be very hard, I think, but should be relatively easy, I feel like.
Yeah, next week it's DKZ Gaming, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Trigger, how are we feeling about Basilisk versus DKZ? Play day 3.
Well, DKZ just lost to Abydos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we beat Abydos. Therefore, we should beat DKZ. That's how it works.
I don't think that logic has ever failed in anything. Is there someone you would love to play from that team, Trigger?
Let me see who's on their player list. So there's Hero, Oliveira, and Dark, I guess. No, I don't want to play any of those guys, but I've never played Oliveira in a tournament before, so that might be interesting.
And your PvT has been looking pretty good over the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's not bad, but world champion's a bit scary, but
Well, you could very well be the future world champ, mate, so I'm not too worried at all. Since Reynor is not here, I guess he can't make it since obviously he's in Italy and his schedule's a little bit all over the place. I would like to ask both of you guys about the games because I'm sure that you've been watching your teammate play, obviously. Let's start off with you, Trigger. Game 1 for Reynor against Max Pax. It was on Grass 1. I thought Reynor played very solid, but it got a bit scary at one point since he did take a lot of damage and ate a couple of big Novas to the face. What did you make of Reynor Max Pax Game 1?
well, I'm not very good at adept builds, so it's always a little like I don't understand it completely when I see these games, but it does seem like the initial adept attack didn't do any damage, and Zerg's always in a decent spot after that, and then Max Pax moved out against an all-in, so that's just lack of scouting on his part. I guess he could have made like a hallucination to scout the 4 space and how many drones there are. Then he would never have moved out, and maybe he wins. But yeah, Max Pax probably wasn't expecting some kind of 58 drone all-in and just went for an aggressive build on his own.
Mm-hmm. Serral, game 2 was on Royal Blood between Max Pax and Reynor. Max Pax obviously had a very sweet early game. At one point it got a bit close. How did you experience game 2 between those two?
Well, I'm an expert when it comes to calling games out early. So after the early game, I lost all my hope already. But Reynor did make a good effort coming back there. I think he also got Max Pax did some missed choices there, obviously with his tech paths there. But yeah, it's very hard to come back with that early game. But Reynor did a good job there. I think he did a lot of stuff well, but couldn't do much there. Max Pax early game was just so strong, and obviously then he managed to maintain the tempo there as well, which was very impressive.
Would you have liked to play Max Pax today, Serral, or were you okay with Special?
Well, I don't really like to play anyone, but I think would have been a fun games against Max Pax.
What do you mean with you don't really like to play anyone?
Well, I mean, I just mean that I play whoever I get. I don't really have preferences.
Okay.
Reynor's like maybe the only person who I don't like playing against. I'm like, don't give me him, but besides that, everyone else is fine.
Well, if you can't beat him, you join him, right? So you're on the same team. Nothing to worry about for
No, it's not because of that. It's just because he plays like a little Italian boy.
I know, Jon. I know. All right. Then my final question to you as well for our next play day. You said you don't really have strong preferences, but DKZ. Is there one in particular that you would like to play then, Serral, or do you just kind of take whoever they give?
Well, I think generally speaking, the CVTs would be the best for me. So, well, I guess there's only one Terran there actually.
Hello?
Oliveira. Hello.
Oh,
What's up, guys? I'm sorry.
oh my god, the little Italian boy just showed up. We're pretty much done already, but welcome Reynor, I guess, to the call. We were just listening to Serral saying that he would like to play Oliveira next week. Do you have any preferences next week, Reynor? Who would you like to play from DKZ?
Hero.
Okay.
Yeah, I like ZVP.
All right. Well, I mean, I was almost done wrapping it up, but if you want to talk a little bit about today, either about Trigger's game, Serral's games, or your own game, the floor is yours, Reynor.
I mean, good job, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not playing too good. I think now I'm in Italy. It's not the setup is not great, but soon I'm back in the Netherlands and back on top.
Would you say like you're playing with someone or Are you playing like someone who has an 82 power rank, or would you say?
Shut up. I'm gonna leave the call already.
No, obviously, congrats, Reynor. Well done. Still 1-1 against Max Pax. Sort of revenge for last Monday, not totally, but is there anything you would like to say about the two games?
No, not really. Second game, it started way too bad, and I somewhat came back. But then I overestimated 6 lurkers. They killed absolutely nothing. I'm not sure if you noticed that. Literally 0 units. I thought I was fine with 6 lurkers, but I just got A-moved by stalkers and archons. So yeah, I overestimated the lurkers in game 2. Otherwise, maybe I could have won. Maybe.
Yeah. Overall, though, very solid start for us. 2-0 in the regular season. Are you happy, Reynor?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy.
All right. When are we going to see the big man come out, though?
Yeah, the big man. Maybe against DKZ. I think that's the play. We send the ace player.
What do you think, Trigger? You want to take 1 week off and let Roddy play?
If you want to.
Against DKZ, I think I have more confidence in you than I have in myself. All right, guys. I think that's all for me, unless any of you guys have any final words or maybe want to do a quick shout out. I start with you first, then Reynor.
Not really. Shout out to Basilisk, obviously. I think we're doing very good. I'm excited to see how we're gonna do overall, especially against DKZ. It's gonna be a fun match, I think. But yeah, shout out to Basilisk and shout out to everyone that's cheering for us. We appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Trigger, any final words for today?
Yeah, shout out to Basilisk. They're a great team, and shout out to the GOAT Serral here for carrying us as usual.
Yona, final words?
Well, just as usual, shout out to all the fans who were watching and cheering for us, and let's see how it goes next week. High expectations and, well, no expectations. No expectations. We play without expectations.
Okay, I have one final tiny last question. Real short. You guys don't even have to build on it. Tonight, main event, Big Brain Belts. It is Pig versus Cats. Reynor, who takes it?
No, that's a banger. I think I'm not sure what Cats' level now is, but I think Pig maybe.
Okay, Yona, Cats or Pig?
Well, I would imagine it depends on what races Pig. Well, I don't know if Pig gonna play Zerg or random or what, but he probably is like random. Yeah, then it depends a bit, but I would probably favor Pig a little bit as well.
Trigger, Piggy or Cats?
Yeah, definitely Pig. I mean, I like Cats, but I think Pig is just a bit better. So.
All right.
I actually have no clue how good they are. Isn't Cats pretty good?
I know that Cats have some like nasty builds with hatches in the walls and stuff. I've seen those.
All right. I hope that some of you guys can make it and tune in. Thank you guys so much for taking a little time out of your day to do this interview. And obviously, good job, guys. And I'll see you all again next week.
See you guys. Well done. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care.